Let's touch on Greg Mathis. Okay. Now, yesterday, doing the DNC, was it doing the DNC? I think you're doing the DNC stuff. News broke that Judge Mathis and his wife, okay, Linda Reese Mathis, are divorcing after 39 years of marriage. Now, I had a conversation when this happened, and I said, if I am married to you for 39 years, first of all, I know who I married. People don't really change 40 years in. You know what I'm saying? 40 years together. They got married in 1985. I was 3. I was 3 when I'm 42. Okay. So I was like, after I'm married for that long, we're not divorcing. I'm not starting over because I feel like we know. I know you. You know me. I don't want no new penis. Because no, look, I don't like crazy. I don't like crazy. And I feel like when you start over after so long, you're gonna find somebody crazy. Okay. I said, you think he called her a crackhead, in the argument she got pissed off? But, they have 4 kids. All 4 of their kids are grown. They're 39, 36, 35, 34. So they don't have any, child support or child custody stuff. But I was like, what could have happened to where 39 years into your marriage, you say, you know what? Divorce. I was like, what happened? I'm like, did he cheat? Did she cheat? Or was it just, you know what? I can't, you are horrible. I can't stand you. Your feet stink. Your cigar stink. I hate your hair. I do be wondering, like, what happened? It ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? But it was shot. I'm like, I'm 39 years of marriage. That is 4 decades. 4 decades together. Okay. She is beautiful. Okay. She is gorgeous. I've never seen his. I don't follow Judge Mathis at all. So I've never seen his wife or the kids or whatever. Beautiful, they're a beautiful couple, but I'm like, after 39 years, I would be like, you know what? Buy me a house next door and I'll see you at the mailbox. But it also could be that we don't have to stay together no more. Our kids are grown and you just keep getting on my nerves. You keep getting on my nerves and you won't leave me alone. You won't shut up. I don't like your music. You don't like music. I will hope that after 39 years, like, I can say after 20 years, maybe. But once I'm 40 years in, you better go see Jesus. Either go upstairs or go see Jesus. Those are your options. Okay, you can't. But you know how unhappy a marriage has to be to divorce after 39 years of marriage. When they got married in the 80s, he wasn't Judge Greg Mathis at that point. You know what I'm saying? He was just, Greg. You know what I'm saying? Greg, who maybe liked dark liquor. He cussed a lot. He I'm looking at him. Ain't he from here? I feel like he's from here. I feel like he's from Detroit. And first of all, men from Detroit are really aggravating sometimes. So I get it. I get it. Okay. But I do feel like if I've stayed with you they've been married that long, meaning they've been together over 40 years, and I do feel like that if we've been together that long, my question is, how long have y'all been unhappy that now was the time that you say, you know what, because she filed for divorce. So I'm like, well, how unhappy were y'all that you you know what? Fuck this. Nope, I can't do it no more. I'm over with it. I'm done with it. I don't want you. You don't want me. You know what I'm saying? I hate you. You hate me. We're no longer a happy family. I would just, is he beating you? Is it, what did somebody, because I'm like, because him said, it could be a sad baby or a sad chick. And that's once I seen her, I said, it could be a sad nigga. Okay, she could be the one that's around. Okay. I'm like, what if she leaving him? Because she done found somebody else. Found her young little tenderoni around here. Because she's a gorgeous woman. And I ain't no lesbian at all. Okay. But I feel like, 39 years of marriage, it's just, a lot of folks wish to get a lot of folks wish to get to that level of marriage ship. You know what I'm saying? And they always say how the first 7 years is the hardest, and then once you get past that, it's fine. But then once the kids out the house, you like, okay. And if you are a couple who your whole adult relationship, you've been parents, I do feel like once the kids are gone, you do wonder, well, damn, do I even like this nigga? I mean, because I got with him and the kid, let me see, they've been married 39 years. Their oldest child is 39. So for their whole marriage, they've been parents. Their whole marriage, they've been parents. So I do feel like it could be a thing about to where, okay, all the kids are at the house. It's really just us now. There is no buffer in, you and your, Judge Mathis is aggravating, but aggravating. And sometimes, and what he says, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes little quirky, funny shit gets like, okay, it's one too many crackheads. Okay, it's one too many crackheads. That, you know what, nigga, I'm done. Divorce. Okay, because who has time to be unhappy? And even that, and I feel like because they got married back in the 80s, it ain't no prenup. Okay, it ain't no prenup. So she didn't have to stay for the money, because when she got, now this is the definition of, I was with him shooting in the gym, because I married this man back in 1985. Okay, before any of y'all knew who he was, before we had any of this money. So anything they have accomplished during their 39 years of marriage, bitch, she gets half. Not a quota. Okay, not 15%. Okay, she gets half because she was literally his other half. I have 4 of your kids. We raised 4 children. Okay, I look good. You look good. But bitch, I want a divorce immediately. Get now. Okay, it says she filed on the 22nd, which was yesterday. Of course, irreconcilable differences. Okay, date of separation July 17th, 2024. I'm like, what happened on the 16th? Okay, because if you're separated on the 17th, What did he say on the 16th that made you say, you know what? Fuck this shit. Something made her say, fuck this shit. I've been sitting by your ass, Greg. Okay. I have been sitting in this house for 39 years, Greg. The air fryer that's still sitting there. The box is still sitting there. I haven't moved it because my back. Girl, focus. But Greg, I've been sitting in this house. I've been by your side for 39 years through your talking shit all the time, your crackhead jokes. Okay, I have been sitting putting up with your dirty ass socks on the bathroom floor. Okay, I birthed for your kids. Okay, when that white bitch told me you look at her, I ignored the white bitch. Okay, I have done all that you've asked me to do, Greg, and all I asked was that you pick up some Colt 45 for me and my homegirls, and you couldn't even do that, Greg. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something little happened because it's 39 years. But all I know is I want her to get half. I do. And hopefully it's not a contingent divorce. It could be an uncoupling. When folks say we together, we both acknowledge that we're not happy together, let's uncouple. You ain't happy, I ain't happy. I want some new cooch, you want some new dick. I don't hate you, but I also don't love you like that no more. We should divorce. Okay? So it could be a happy uncoupling. Okay. It says also Linda requested spousal sports, but it's unclear if the couple had a prenup because they got married. They got June 1985. I don't feel like back in 85 that anybody was, black people. I feel like black people back in the 80s weren't really prenup people like that. Unless you were a person of like a wealth or whatever. I don't feel like Greg, so you know what, lady? Prenup. Okay? Because I'm going to have some money. And so I want to so I'm a and because I don't know. Okay, but I don't know. So it said they don't know, but if she wants spousal support, I do. This is the definition of she should get half because they've been married long enough. She's been with him as he built up this Judge Mathis ship. I know they had a TV show. It may have came out and maybe in 2022 because one of the sons came out as gay and I saw like clips or whatever. So they had a whole little reality show. I don't know what happened with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that would have been the issue only because it wasn't as if the show got so much attention that it could have caused any, negative effects in their home. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe Greg was pissed because the show didn't pull up. I don't know. Okay. But we shall see. Child. Judge Mathis should call Judge Maybelline. Okay. Call divorce court. Go around there and get it done. But I was like, 39 years? But everybody deserves peace. And sometimes, look, my peace is priceless. You hear me? Priceless. Even when I get married or whatever, I still want me and my person to have our own space. Like the house has to be big enough to where when he gets on my fucking nerves, we can go to our separate corners, chill out, and then come back together. Now we're gonna fuck all the time. Okay. You can't stop having sex. Because that ruins things, okay? And even if you don't have sex every day, you have to have sex at least at least once a week. Okay, it could be busy, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with wanting to make sure that you're not sitting on top of each other, driving each other crazy, because then you want a divorce. And sometimes even if you don't want a regular marriage, you just want to be, in a committed relationship, you don't want to spend all that time with somebody and you don't like them and you just unhappy and fussing and arguing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. Mm-mm. Or you get to a place where you know what? He gonna drink a drink every Friday at 7. So I can't get pissed that I want to go to a movie. He having it. That's the 7 p.m. drink. Whatever. He can't get pissed if I go get pedicures every Thursday at 6, and he wants to go get, I don't know. I have my, you know what I'm saying? You have to sometimes make way to not aggravate each other enough to where you want to, you know what I'm saying, leave. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully ain't no side babies. If Judge Mathis got a side chick pregnant, that would be scandalous because he be on the damn judge show act like he is good. Anyway, um